foul. Free ball is good.
No look handoff to Froley. Perth have been unconscious from three.
Courtney Woods, beautiful step inside.
Ali Wilson rains it from deep. Ellis, the stutter step and the finish.
Such a young, confident player.
The toy card feeling it. Great pass to Froley.
Woods up, under, count the points. Bondi Woods, the hero in Adelaide.
Bailey, the superstar, puts it up and gets the shot. Annalie Bailey, you superstar.
WNBL Finals kicks off with two familiar foes. The Lynx and the Fire meet in the semi-finals for the third year in a row, and it's anyone's guess who will prevail. The Lynx won the right to home court advantage after their last gasp Alex Chibatoni game winner on Sunday, and the stakes were high. This is the biggest road trip in the league, and now the Lynx can avoid travelling if the series heads to an all-deciding third game. Two championship contenders, 3 games to split them. This is Perth versus Townsville. Welcome to Game 1 of the WNBL Finals. My name is Liam Ellison, joined alongside me tonight, Beck Cole and Larissa Anderson. Welcome to you both.
Thanks so much. I cannot wait. My heart is pumping out of my chest. I've got goosebumps up and down my arms. It is finals fever, and we are here for it.
Finals is such an exciting time. Redemption is the word that's going through the Perth Lynx camp, but I think the Fire are going to be just as, pardon the pun, fired up. Perth knocked them out in 2 games last year to knock them out of the finals race, and Perth are just desperate to get that grand final.
It was a little bit of an upset, really, in 2024, but on Sunday, what a game. An OT thriller between these very two, and it decided the season series. Beck, this was a ripper.
It really was, and it just shows they are ready for finals. We had buzzer beaters, left, right and centre, Nia Coffey, and then Alex Chibatoni, and it is just wild out there. And as a player, we've said it before, regular season games, they don't matter. Finals is a whole different ball game.
And these two teams just have such different styles of play, so it's going to be really interesting to see which style wins tonight, basically. I mean, Townsville had 60 rebounds to Perth's 42 last week, and somehow Perth still managed to get over the line. So 3-point percentage, foul line trips, 1%ers, they all come down to the line, and both teams are going to leave everything out there tonight, that is for sure.
That is a huge differential in the rebounding. A great start. Ali Wilson has been ahead of this red rush, fast-paced offense for the Perth Lynx, and a huge addition to their team this year.
She really has. Coach Ryan Petrick has just allowed her to come in, play her style of basketball, and has led with confidence. And she's definitely going to be one to watch tonight. I think if she gets going early, I really wouldn't mind seeing the likes of Nia Coffey, a bigger, stronger body who can outstretch, use her length. Ali's such a great passer. You need to find her in transition up the floor, maybe change it up a little bit.
I like it. Something a little different.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, there are so many mouth-watering matchups out there between both these two teams. And interestingly, when you break down the 3 matchups that they've had previous to this one tonight, it's someone different that stepped up every single time. So we could be in for anything tonight.
Perth have had 4 players named between the WNBL first and second teams. They are stacked. Let's hear from their coach, Ryan Petrick, who caught up with Megan Husway before the game.
Well, Ryan, you earned the right to host a home final. You've had some great finals wins away in recent years, but you get the chance to do it in front of a home crowd tonight.
Yeah, certainly we'd rather play game 1 at home than away, especially with the travel last week. But I mean, the reality, as you saw with last week's game, these things can go either way, so we're not just assuming this is an easy one because we're at home. These guys, we play even tougher than what they were last week. Well,
you guys were tough too, but you certainly weren't completely content with your performance in the overtime win. Where can we see some adjustments tonight?
Maybe not just coming down the floor and jacking the first 3 we see every single possession in overtime. Again, it's a feast or famine style, but it's probably not how we want to play in overtime.
Ali Wilson's had a big week of accolades. She returns to finals for the first time in 7 years. She's made for it.
Oh, she's fantastic. She's elite. She's a tough cover everywhere. And when she feels like getting a bucket, she can just get her head on the rim whenever she wants. So she's a really special talent.
She sure is. We look forward to the game tonight. Good luck.
Thank you.
Happy anniversary.
Thoughts of Ryan Petrick there before the game. On the flip side, Courtney Woods, fresh off a huge gong, all WNBL first team, a career year for her. She'll be crucial tonight.
She will. She's really been their soldier, their leader out on the floor, doing it with points, rebounds, assists, and she will be crucial for the Fire tonight. I think if the Lynx can find a way to make her shots hard, tire her down, that could be a way to get them over the line.
She is in absolutely phenomenal form. 16.3 points, 5.8 rebounds, 5.7 assists. I mean, she just fills up the stat sheet, and she is a huge key to Townsville tonight.
And recently re-signed for a further 2 years with the Fire, a mainstay up north, alongside Shannon Seaborn. Good news as well on Monday night. Now a 5-time WNBL Coach of the Year.
Well, Shannon, a new team this season, and you're at the finals. Is there excitement today?
Yeah, absolutely. It's it's weird we're playing Perth again for the 3rd year in a row, and what feels like we played them a few days ago. But we're excited. I think we've learned a lot from the game the other day, and I'm keen to see how we respond.
It's been a really short week for you guys, going to Melbourne for the awards and then heading over to Perth on Thursday. Has there been time to make adjustments, and what can we expect those to be?
Yeah, we haven't had a lot of chance to practice, but and I think we had a close game, so a few minor adjustments, but really we're just trying to execute a little bit better than we did last game.
And what about Perth? They'll make some adjustments too. They felt they didn't play their best but got the win last week. What are you expecting from them?
Oh, look, I mean, they'll play Perth Lynx basketball. We'll play Townsville Fire basketball, and we'll see what happens. But, I think both teams probably feel like there's things they could have done better. And, I guess whoever makes those improvements will get it done today.
We look forward to it. Thanks for your time. Good luck.
No worries. Thank you.
No doubt Shannon Seaborn will be looking to gain the advantage on the glass once again. You noted it, Larissa, 60-42, a huge number. And this matchup between Cox and Maley is going to decide that tonight, partly.
It really will, and I cannot wait for this. Maley, we know she is just a monster on the board. She's doing all those little things to get her team over the line, and those extra possessions that are then going to the shooters. And then we have Cox on the other hand. She just won Defensive Player of the Year. She's blocking shots. She's changing shots. And on the offensive end, Lynx need to make sure they're pushing her out of the key. Once she gets it inside, it's hard to stop, and she's such a good passer as well.
Look, I honestly think rebounding is going to be a huge key for tonight. I mean, as a team, Townsville average 38, but against Perth, they average 46. And on the flip side, Perth are 5 underneath their average per game. So I think that's where Townsville have had some success against Perth. Perth are all going to have to get after it and help Maley. She's the only double-figure rebounder in her team, whereas Townsville spread really, really nicely.
Well put, Larissa Anderson. Let's welcome back Megan Huswaite to set us all up here for this evening. This is going to be so much fun next.
Yeah, it sure is, and there's a great crowd building here at Bendat. They've been treated to lots of finals basketball with the Perth Lynx in recent years as we take a look at the season record between these two teams. And, of course, it was Perth that took the series last week in Townsville. They've seen a lot of each other already, and that could be the case for another 3 games if this series goes the distance. And you heard me wish Ryan Petrick a happy anniversary. It's his wedding anniversary today. He actually forgot. His wife had to remind him, and he said, "I'm sorry, I have been thinking about Shannon Seaborn all week." That's how much time they've been thinking about each other in this matchup. And speaking of anniversaries, it is 7 years since 2 veterans in this league played finals. They were teammates at the Olympics with the Kangaroos, but it was 2017-18 when Lauren Mansfield and Ali Wilson last played WNBL finals for Perth Lynx and Sydney Flames, respectively. Mansfield notched up her 200th game this season, and Ali Wilson is on the verge of 250. They fittingly return to postseason action here in Perth tonight.
Oh, it sure is fitting. Almost surprising that players of that magnitude, it's been that long. They've been such stalwarts in the league.
They really have, but that's the great thing about basketball. It can take you places, you ride the highs and lows, and for just the WNBL to create such an environment for great vets in the league, now this younger generation coming through, WNBL just has such a great brand of basketball. Now we have great imports coming in. To be honest, the world is our oyster for basketball here in Australia.
Absolutely, and you just look at both lineups right now. There is such a good mix of veterans and up-and-coming talent on both teams. So this whole season has been about upcoming talent. It's just exposed a whole lot of new players to the league, which is exciting for our future.
Starters for the Perth Lynx. Steph Gorman steps into that 5. And for the Fire, Woods, Froling, Coffey, Cox and Abby Ellis, the expected unit for the Fire. 2v3, game 1 of the WNBL Finals. Best of 3 series. 2 of the real contenders here. The Lynx at home taking on the Fire. Went to OT just 6 days ago up in Townsville. It took a game winner from Alex Chibatoni to decide it. What do we have in store tonight? Our referees, Scott Beaker, Jack Taylor and Shannon Jennings. Here we go. Froling pulls down first possession for the visitors. Abby Ellis fresh off being named Breakout Player of the Year. The awards night on Monday. Coffey. 6 seconds. Short that time. Follows her own miss. And the Lynx pull down the board. Pushing the pace straight away. It's Sowar with a float game. Mejia. Another chance for the Lynx. No, a walk.
I really like that, though. You can see the Perth Lynx straight away. Big on the boards at both ends, blocking out. Great movement. Unfortunately, didn't quite finish it, but Annie here really big on the boards there.
And that's the thing, it's finals. The players are coming out, you're a little bit nervous. The energy's going. We might see a few missed easy layups, maybe a couple of turnovers, but so far, great from both teams.
Running inside was Woods. Baseline basketball, Perth.
They're letting a bit go. This is finals basketball. It's survival of the toughest.
Something really expecting. Whistles are gone away, and Mejia slashing through.
That's what Perth have over the Townsville Fire. They're going to try and attack, get the 3 ball, attack Cox off the dribble.
Ellis. Saffron Shields out there. Ellis will reset. Megan Huswaite, you've got an early injury update.
Yeah, it is hot out there early. Nia Coffey just came off the court to have some treatment done on her neck. Looks like she copped a bit of whiplash, but I'm sure it won't keep her out of the action for too long.
He's hoping. Could be a big blow for Townsville if so.
It would be. She just brings so much experience on both ends of the floor that it will be crucial that she does get back out there, and hopefully it's just a quick one.
Especially off the back of her best game of the season last week. You can see first play, they clearly went to Coffey, so hopefully she's okay.
Shot clock expires.
Great confident start for Abby Ellis there with a big 3 for Townsville.
What a season. Zaya Cook departing early, thrust into the starting role and taking it with both hands. Froling alone, corner triple.
And that's a good defensive game plan by Lynx. That's what they want, is to make Froling shoot long shots. If she makes them, they're going to live with that. So that's a great defensive play early.
Wilson pushing the pace once more. Sowar. Not that time, but Mejia crashing the glass. They'll get a fresh 14. Wilson zigzagging through the keyway. Able to recover. Not in time.
You can just see how methodical Townsville are here. They're very structured in the half court. They know exactly what they want to do. They know the counters to each other. They're a very balanced team. And defensively right now, that possession was a really strong defensive possession for them.
Glad to see Nia Coffey back into the game. Here's Ellis again, same spot. At that time. Haley on the breakaway. Cox pulls it down.
Great job.
Woods with a fine, Froling the lefty lane.
You get a good stop, you get some good transition baskets. Great job by the Fire there.
Wilson. It against the handoff. All the spin cycle of Mejia. And back heel.
I like her being confident early, though, and taking it at Cox, because that is a mismatch that I would say she has the upper hand on.
Nice seal for Alicia Froling.
Froling's having such a strong season. That's a really nice finish there. As I mentioned a moment ago, they're just so balanced. They've got a really good inside-outside game, and they're using it right now.
Wilson, the starter step and the finish.
That's a tough finish, right, Beck?
That is a tough shot. And that's what she can do. She's looking for her teammates, but when there's an opportunity to score, that's what the Lynx need from her.
Great cut, great pass.
Ellis with the back door.
just the teamwork, Larissa, that the Fire are playing with right now. The backdoor cuts, the extra running down the floor in transition. They're moving so well off the ball.
They're just disciplined and poised in their half-court execution, and that is the biggest difference here.
Oh, Wilson, the room service.
Allie Wilson is just thriving in this Perth Lynx lineup. She's having such a great season.
Woods. This contrasting, methodical approach from the Fire. And that zigzagging through for 2 more.
That was nice from Woods, like you said, zigzagging. She just keeps her heads up, waits for the defense to make a choice, and then she just reacts from there.
Wilson gets the call, count it. Hoop and half.
Great finish, great take.
And you know what I love? How good is this packed stadium right now? We heard them right from the very beginning. But Willie with that passion, the and one play, letting her bench know, I got you. This is what finals games are all about. And as we see, Sowa Gorman taking a well-earned break, and Atwell, isn't that exciting? And Chia Batoni back on the floor.
Absolutely. Perth have some really good depth. So out 2 shooters, 2 more come in. So the Fire just cannot rest at all.
And we see them in a full court press, the Lynx out of a foul shot just to slow down the ball.
4.5 gone here at Bendat. Nice start from both sides. Coffey. Get into the post, Froling. Strip clean that time. Woods, run off the 3-point line. Ellis open at the top. That'll go quick. A little uncharacteristic in this so often well-drilled Townsville team.
Absolutely, just very stagnant in that possession there, but give some credit to Lynx. Their energy is up, as Beck just said, the crowd is up. This is a really, really tough crowd to play in front of. You cannot hear a thing in there, so this is going to really test Townsville.
They are really bringing the energy. Chibatoni's into the ball game.
And it might be a plan of Coach Petrick as well. They were in that full court press out of a foul shot, then they went back into a zone, and that just creates the offense to become stagnant, not get that movement that they were after. So just switching it up and creates Fire to be on their toes.
Amihia, mid-range jumper is good.
Love to see her take that shot. We've seen at times this year where she's gone a little bit stage fright in taking that outside shot, because we all know she's really athletic. Great start by her.
Yeah, Coffey, book it. Second 3 for the Fire.
Great to see Coffey is clearly okay.
Wilson down the boulevard once more. Cox came to meet her, and a foul call. 2 shots for Amihia.
Late call there, so Beck, that indicates that if the shot had gone in, they probably wouldn't have called that. So they're clearly letting a bit go, which we all love.
Exactly, the athletes just need to read the game, read the referees, how they're going into it. But right now, the pick and roll from the Lynx is just really great. Wilson is reading the pick and roll so well, knowing when to shoot, when to pass. But what the Fire did is they defended that so well the first play, but then gave up a board, and now she's at the line for 2. So Fire need to make sure that they box out and they rebound and reward themselves for a great defensive possession.
Spot on, Beck. I mean, and we discussed the rebounding at the start of the game, so that is a huge key, and clearly Perth are focusing on it, and so far they're doing a great job.
1-point ball game. First minutes for Alex Fowler. Drives with the screen. Haley sliding her feet. There's this battle with Coffey. Fighting through.
That was strong. What a great move.
And now she's had consistent game time with the Fire. Bruce, you said she came off her best game so far in the WNBL this season, and isn't she showing it? She can go one-on-one with anyone in the Lynx team.
Confidence is a big part of the game. Everybody knows that, so she'll be feeling much better after that last game. She's only played 9 games for the season. It was always going to take a little bit of time to settle, and she could be the difference and the X factor for the Fire in the final series.
Chibatoni, the tough defense over the top, and Megan's got an update for us.
Well, according to my abacus, it's been 2,198 days since Mia Coffey's last WNBL final for Adelaide. And just for the record, Larissa was coaching Dandenong. In fact, she was coaching Beck Cole in that season.
What a season that was, Riss.
Your best yet, Beck.
It was.
Woods off the window. Oh, back out to her. And again.
And you see Woods, again, she missed a couple of her early shots, then she second guessed. She just needs to see one go through the hole, take a deep breath, and she'll relax and get into it.
Yeah, I don't know if it's nerves for Woods yet. I mean, she's having such a great season, so I'm sure she'll settle into this game, but you're right, just that first basket, she'll feel a lot better, I'm sure.
That's Cibertoni with a shot of her career last Sunday. The game winner. Woods, that's going to be a foul call, an offensive on Courtney Woods.
Really letting Woods know, yeah, I defended you well there. I've got this. And that's what I love to see, is just the passion in the game of women's basketball and allowing it, because what great athletes we have, great role models, and I just love getting excited about this game.
Second foul call on Woods. Weekends are for basketball and for families, and the best way to conquer the weekend is in a Ford Everest, the 7-seater SUV with room for the whole team. See your local Ford dealer to find the one to fit your family.
And Liam Woods out with 2 fouls. That is an interesting one at this moment in the game. But we mentioned earlier, Mansfield, she's been a vet of this league, and so she's a great person to come on with her experience and help the fire.
Coffey rising up for the rejection.
Yes, that's not an easy thing with Atwell's quick release. That's a great block, really well timed there by Coffey. But another offensive rebound for the Lynx. They're doing a great job on the boards.
Spot on though, Beck. That is such luxury to bring Lauren Mansfield off the bench's depth. They really go deep, this Fire squad. Hoycard, top of the keyway. And a feed to Cibertoni. And a miscue. Maybe some of those nerves coming out.
I was just about this, spot on, Liam. I think just there's always a few nerves at the start of the final, particularly in game 1.
And Ella, she's young. She's just out of college, first time in the league. She's starting as well, so it's a big game for her.
That's why it was so impressive that she splashed that first 3. That just looks so confident.
She looks up for the challenge. Basket waved off.
Non-contact sport, they say.
Wilson with a pair.
Ali Wilson has come out extremely aggressive. Love to see it.
She sure has. Really been empowered with this Ryan Petrick offense to play to her strengths.
But what's been so impressive is her assists consistently all season. She's got almost 5 a game. It's very impressive.
The foul call saving the easy lay-in.
And so far in this first quarter, I've been impressed with Fire's offensive transition. Even out of the Perth score, they're really looking to push. And normally we're saying that about Perth Lynx, but I think Townsville are making the correct shots on offense, so it's allowing them to match up, find their plays early, and not let those open transition 3s happen for the Lynx.
They're just a traditional team. They've got the rim runners, they've got the bigs, and they've got that target to actually get on the rim and put that pressure on. You're right, Lee, they do it really well.
Cibertoni, the high floater. Basket for basket here.
Exactly what we wanted. Exactly how we expected.
This is going to be some series. Coffey fouled. Goes on Clinch Hoycard. Stay powered with Signet, Australia's favourite power bank brand. Keep your devices charged and never miss a moment. Visit signet.com to find your perfect power bank.
Right now, only the 2 scorers for the Perth Lynx in Amy here and Wilson, whereas there's a really good spread happening for the Fire.
And as we've seen with most games this season, teams with 4 to 5 people in double figures are the team that are winning games, spreading that scoring load. And then as a defender, who do you guard?
Absolutely, Beck.
Ellis with the rebounds. 2-man game with Froling. Double tie-up and a whistle.
That was smart by Froling. Good heads up.
She's been strong inside wrist so far in this first quarter. I really like her. And she's also been so poised. She's choosing the right time to go up.
She also looks extremely tired here, so it's obviously, I mean, she's working hard down low. Could be very hot in there.
To be the first on Milasowa. Not quite on the first.
And I like that both teams have used their bench early. If I'm going back to last season, my semi-final game and my grand final series both went to 3 games. And it gets exhausting, especially these two with the travel. It is good to see that everyone's just getting minutes and getting runs through their legs, because when it gets down to the wire, you need your people to step up and step out and get it done.
It's going to be next level, with the miles required from Townsville to Perth. A minute remains in the first quarter. 1 possession ball game. Fowler, Norman right there. 5 seconds. Coffey's got to go. Euro stepping through the whistle, and 1.
See how patient Townsville were then. I mean, some teams would have just taken a couple of 50-50 options out of that. They are just so patient until they get exactly what they want.
They do, and they just swing the ball. They've gotten 2-3 reversals. You're making the defense shift, and then just what a Euro step by Coffey at the end.
She's looking good.
Full court pressure from Mansfield. So what? With the pocket pass. All clean, said the ref. Coffey running the break.
Why not? She's
feeling the mid-range jumper.
Absolutely. She's feeling really, really confident out there, and it's great to see. We've mentioned a couple of times she could definitely be the X factor. She's kind of just settled in, hasn't tried to take over. Every game just getting better and better. She's an absolute pure athlete, and she's looking very sharp. 7
in the game for Nia Coffey, 3 of 4 shooting. Here's Atwell with 5 seconds. Lets it fly for 3.
And again, another asset, having Coffey on your team. She can switch the pick and rolls with her 4 and 5 men, and they're switching high, so they got that hand to Atwell.
Well, Beck, you'd remember last time Coffey was in the league, she played in the 4, and now she's in the 3.
Nia Coffey banks it home. Something out of nothing for Townsville. What a way to finish the first quarter. This was basket for basket. Now we've got a double-digit ball game after 1. Do not go anywhere here in the nation's West. The Fire and the Lynx. WNBL Finals, Game 1.
Off air.
hot. Final minute 20 from the Townsville Fire. A three-point ball game has turned into 11. Abby Ellis has come out with some confidence, and Nia Coffey, maybe the player of the first quarter.
She has started the way she left it in Townsville with another buzzer beater at the end of the first quarter, and she has just been impressive. What I love about her, she's just so poised. Nothing ever seems rushed, and she can do it inside, she can do it outside, and that's a tough ask to guard.
13 points, you can't ask for a better start than that, and that's the deficit and difference right now in this game. I mean, it's only first quarter. We all know how dangerous and lethal Perth are and how quickly they can light it up, but that is a really great start, and without their two leaders in Cox and Woods. I mean, Woods has 2 points, Cox yet to hit the scoreboard, so that is a great sign for Townsville Fire.
Sure is. Woods had to sit early with 2 personals. Megan, what did you catch from the Townsville huddle?
Well, the 5-time coach of the year was delighted with what his team produced in the first quarter. He wants to see more of it. He wants them to continue to stay locked in, contribute the intensity the whole time, and he wants that aggressiveness to continue. The only thing he wants to see in terms of improvement is a bit more discipline with the fouls in this second quarter.
Thanks, Megan. Baseline basketball with 9 on the shot clock. Gorman, space to fire. Somehow ended up with Sowar. Fowler registers the block.
And Fire just coming out, they know the scout. They know what they need to do on defense.
Mejia got a hand to it.
Perth yet to hit a 3 ball. They're 0 from 5, so that will definitely help if they can start getting their eye in.
And we know Perth, that doesn't happen. Maybe if you're lucky for a half, but for a whole game, the basketball gods have to be on your side.
Well, that's actually way below they average just over 35 three-point attempts a game, so they've only taken 5 in the first quarter, so they've actually been going at the ring a lot more than what they normally do.
That will turn with the amount of three-point sharpshooters they have. Mejia with 2. 16 a game this season, Letitia Mejia.
Game face on.
But with the Fire scoring 27 points in the first quarter, that means the Lynx haven't been able to get as many stops and run it back down their throat. So, like Petrick said in his timeout, they're going to look to make sure on defense they're not fouling and they're really pressuring Townsville.
Ellis. Maley read it best. Mejia off the arc. What a find into the corner. Won't fall. Nia Coffey with some space. Draws the whistle and headed back to the free-throw line.
But you just saw their bigs are on the rim every single time up the floor, so it's drawing the Perth Lynx in, which is leaving the perimeter open, and Coffey's just going to work. So there is method to exactly what they're doing on transition. They all know their positions. They all know what they need to do. They're getting the stops, and they're absolutely punishing Perth right now.
Nia Coffey, who, as we mentioned earlier, was part of the Adelaide Lightning 6 years ago, went to the grand final that season, falling to the Caps 2-1. It was a great campaign all in all for Adelaide. It'll be a personal. Number 3 on Nia Coffey.
Yeah, that hurts.
That really hurts. 13 points in the game, and she'll have to sit.
She really needed to probably play a little bit smarter there. She's had such a good start. That's a shame. Hopefully she's not out for too long.
Turnover against the Lynx. Woods reinserted. And the block is Froling. Going to work with a Mejia, denied. Great defense. Now it's Wilson in transition.
Can that lift them? No.
Turnovers becoming an issue.
They are. Both teams just need to settle. Again, there's been lots of fouls everywhere. But what is happening is both teams, the defensive pressure has just rised up. So now people are not doing their first option, they're doing their second and third, and they're rattled. So both teams just need to settle into this second quarter.
Shields lost Maley. Not quite off the window.
I was was a great job by her then. She just didn't quite realise how open she was.
Nice block from Letitia Amehia. Spiked it out of there.
I was just about to say, Liam, that was giving volleyball spike energy all the way back down to their end of the court.
I bet that felt good. That was a massive block.
So probing. Once more.
There they go again.
Feeling them clean, the Townsville Fire. Maley this time with the block.
I think Saffron Shields just really could have gone up with that jumper just then, but that's her just working herself into the game. She's still young, taking those opportunities when they show to her.
So nylon.
There we go, their first three.
Took them 7 attempts and a timeout back to a 9-point margin. 3 minutes gone in the second quarter. 9 points to Letitia Amehia.
I think the Lynx were just over-dribbling with the guards a couple of times on that pick and roll.
Yeah.
Yes, assessing what they were going to do with that. And then what the Fire was so good at is digging in, having hands in, and they were getting those turnovers. So I think the Lynx going one dribble, kicking it off, or doing those back cuts.
We can see they're keeping Cox at home in the middle of the key and risking leaving Amehia open outside. So if you don't move the ball and make them shift, she can just live at home in there, and you can see the presence she has. She just has a bit of a block party in there, and she's intimidating. So Perth have to do a better job of moving the ball and making Townsville shift.
Townsville led by 15 from Mia Coffey, but she has 3 personals having to sit. How will they respond out of the timeout? Back to a single-digit ball game off the back of that 3 from Mila Sowa, the first of the game for the Perth Lynx. And Megan Huswaite is listening in to the Perth Lynx.
Well, Ryan Petrick likes the willingness to run by his team in the last few minutes. He just wants to see them do it with a bit more space. In the run in to half-time, Amy Atwell getting the team together and telling them the defence has picked up in the last few minutes. They need to just look after the ball here down the stretch.
They sure do. Thanks, Megs. Shields on the corner. Woods with 1 second. Defence has been the story in the seconds. Amehia kick out. Sowa again. Numbers if they go quick, the Fire. Fowler muscling up. And Maley arrives.
I'm loving the physicality out there, Beck. It looks like a lot of fun. They're letting the players do the talking.
It was. Fowler could have gone for the pass, but I do like she went to be aggressive, try get another foul on Willie. I do think that was a smart play.
Nice little shot fake by Amy here. Step around.
Classy footwork. He's into double figures with 11. Fowler.
They're definitely missing Coffey out there. She has started so well that they've had to bring a couple of bench players in. She's got 15 points in under 10 minutes. So it's a shame there's a rule that you only have 5 fouls. You just got to let her go.
What a mid-season addition for the Fire. Mia Coffey has been.
Great
Beautifully drawn up baseline.
Yeah, absolutely. Great little play. Executed perfectly.
Coach Seabom would be very happy. That is, like you said, the perfect out-of-bounds play against his own.
Amehia. He's waiting Gorman. Has it again under the basket. Amehia, that was tough.
Love it.
And she has just been a monster on the offensive board. Fire need to make sure you might not be getting the rebound, but get a body, and then it's up to the people around you to go get those scraps.
Perth are actually leading the rebounds right now by 1. It's just their 3-point percentage is letting them down, but we all know that can turn really fast.
Woods.
Great pass.
Shields in a world of space. You can reset. Driving right out of Amehia. Hangs, finishes, composed from Courtney Woods.
Really nice drive by Woods. I mean, all those junior players at home, just watch her footwork and how poised she is, her shot fake, her jab. She just gets her defense constantly guessing what she's going to do.
Wilson. The turnover in the quarter for the Perth Lynx. Ellis running the break. Fowler caught some contacts.
And again, great defense on the pick and roll, making Willie decide what she has to do. They got the turnover and then they ran the floor. It's just great play by the Fire in that possession.
Led by 15 from Mia Coffey, 5 from Abby Ellis, including that first triple of the game. And we heard from her before the game.
Abby, your first WNBL final tonight. How are you feeling?
I'm super excited. You know, we got a taste of it last game, and I think the girls have put in a lot of work this week, and yeah, we're very excited to play tonight.
Congratulations on winning the Betty Watson Breakout Player of the Year at the WNBL Awards. Has it given you a little bit of added confidence?
Yeah, I mean, it's a great accolade, but, you know, it was a team that got me there and got, you know, us to the finals. So, yeah, it's a great thing to have, but, you know, we're focused on finals now, and I'm just ready to play as hard as I can.
Good luck tonight.
Thank you.
She's been one of the great stories this year, Beck.
She really has. She's obviously stepped into her own. They initially had JC Sheldon, a WNBA import, coming in. She didn't end up coming. She really got her opportunity to step up through injuries, and she's really just taken it with 2 hands. But what I love is Seabombers just really trusted her. Obviously, they had the great of Steph Reed leave the league and go play overseas, but I feel like he's taken Ellis under his wing and really just wants to coach her, teach her, but she just looks like she wants to be a sponge and really learn and take it all in.
Chibatoni. Down low is Wilson.
Nice little play there by the Lynx.
Great offense. Ellis initiating offense. Sliding around Sowar and Maley. Second block in the game for her.
Bit of a block party going on out there tonight.
Isn't it?
Both teams.
Leading the post. Lynch Hoykard knocks back out there and controls the glass. Woods around the pick.
Great job.
And Cox with the roll.
You can see, that's what I was saying a couple of possessions ago. Woods is in no hurry. She just explores every option. She's poised. She has a look. Is the shot there? Is the pass there? That was just beautiful pick and roll.
And what helps is her bigs are setting her a good screen. When your big is setting you a screen, your guard will want to reward you as well. So just great teamwork, as always, by the Fire.
Is that what I used to do wrong?
No, I don't think so.
Chibatoni's earned their way to the stripe. We've seen 7 blocks in this game, 5 from the Perth Lynx.
And Chibatoni always goes at the players that are smaller than her. She's a taller, stronger guard, and she can always get to the line or use her body and get in the lanes and get up nice, easy shots. So smart play by Chibatoni there.
Calling all sports teams, say goodbye to travel headaches and hello to CTM Sport. CTM are 100% committed to delivering excellence in their field. Leave the logistics to the travel experts so your athletes can focus on what they do best. Learn more at ctmsport.com.au.
Really like the change-up of D. They've been in that press off each free throw. It just slows the Fire down a little bit.
Rolling inside. Wilson this time with the hands. A bit of everything so far, Ali Wilson. 3 points and a couple of assists.
There's that play again.
If I'm Ryan Petrick, in my either timeout or halftime, we're talking about that play and how we're defending it.
It's been fruitful a few times now. 11-point advantage, Townsville.
We underestimate the end line and sideline. They're just bonus little opportunities for teams to get those points.
Wilson left alone at the elbow. And trademark hustle from Maley. Not rewarded that time. Three and a half remaining in the first half at Bendat. Tony stays with Ellis. Here's Woods. Driving through. Courtney Woods at the top of her game.
She uses her body so well, doesn't she, Beck? I mean, she makes that finish look easy, but it's really not.
It's not at all, and she gets her players second-guessing as well. And now she's seen the ball go through the hole. She's really using those pick and rolls nicely. And if you're the Lynx, maybe do look at, hey, do we trap Woods? If she starts scoring more, is throwing out assists, how do you stop her? How do you make her change what she's doing now?
Next has got an update on Lauren Mansfield.
Lauren Mansfield, the experience has been injected into the late stages of this second quarter for the youth of Abby Alice, and Shannon Seaborn has wanted to coach Lauren Mansfield since he won his first Coach of the Year award in Sydney back in the day. It's taken this long for them to link up, and he's loving the experience as we see her with the ball now that he can inject into the game.
Did so well there, Lauren Mansfield, to tiptoe along the sideline.
Bit of a tightrope back there.
And me here again with a denial. It's a block party at Bendat. Atwell. Feeding down low. And me here and Cox swatted out of bounds.
I want an invitation to this party because it looks like fun.
It really does. Both teams are just being a force inside.
14 to work with. Wilson. Straight back at the cup. Shields. Townsville a chance to get into their sets.
And Lynx again in this zone, in this 2-3 sort of matchup, and it makes it a bit clunky.
Trying to find Froling now. The Lynx can slingshot the other way. Wilson, who else? The Red Rush, and Ali Wilson is the head of the stake.
It's what they need, a good stop, easy, clean rebound, and then run. That is their game. It's what they love. That's how when they thrive.
Nearly got there, and did in fact. Wilson, the open canvas. Just what the Lynx needed.
Timeout, yeah.
And this place is alive.
She's pumped. Why wouldn't she be?
And she is. This is how much this game means to everybody. And she was reading that, waiting for a whole 2 quarters. When can I get this? And that was her chance.
Gets it back to a 7-point advantage. Momentum to the Perth Lynx. They lead this second quarter 18-14. Get down to your local Ford dealer, major partners of the WNBL and basketball in Australia. Check out the Ford Everest, the 7-seater SUV with room for the whole team, thanks to Ford. Minute 18 remaining in the first half. This has been frenetic. Everything we would have expected coming in.
It really has. It's so exciting to see that end of regular season game, that energy, that fire, and it started right back off at the same pace.
Again, you can start and recover, but again, as soon as they off-ball zone, LA comes a little bit higher, and the low man will tag it. You good? 22.
Ryan Petrick drawing something up for Perth.
I mean, Perth would have to be happy that they're back to 7 points and they're 1 from 8 from the 3. It's all through their defense, which is not what they're renowned for, but I love that they're mixing it up, they're getting up in the lanes. Both teams are being allowed to play, so they're both getting away with just being that little bit more physical, which is exactly what finals basketball should be about. And yet they still haven't lit it up from the 3-point line.
It's positive for the Perth Lynx. Megs, what did you catch from the Townsville perspective? Try Megan in just a moment. Ali Wilson nearly pulling away another steal.
Well, she wins possession back for them, so it's just as good. It was a great job. Just the trap in the halfway line, that's pretty much like being triple team. That was really smart, and it sends it to the foul line. Big play.
What an influence she is having so far tonight. (14 to her name. And wreaking havoc at the timeline. Defensively has been an issue for Townsville. Here she is once again picking up full court. Shields.
You just see them up in the lanes, denying Woods, making it tough for Townsville to get through their plays here.
Out to Fowler. Woods the deep three. Unlucky to rattle out.
Really good defense there by Perth. See, I think Ryan wants to play around here.
They make it a one-possession ball game at the main break. 30 seconds remain. Atwell, weak hands. Wilson, open. First two it is Mansfield.
And great extra passing and off-ball movement from the Lynx there. That was a great offensive play.
Ten seconds. Shot clock unplugged. Woods, great find. Fowler fouls. Two for the Fire at the line. And there are 6 remaining on the game clock.
Another great little dish by Woods there off the pick and roll.
And that's the thing, because she's such a threat. Not only does she draw 2, it's sometimes 3 defenders. So you need to make sure if you're the other player, you're moving off the ball, because Woods will find you.
And look at all the targets she has. It's just such a really well-balanced team.
And they're all bigs with such good hands. They can really take in those passes, and isn't that just a blessing when you're a guard and you can throw a ball anywhere and you know your post is just going to grab it and go up with it?
Absolutely.
Second in assists per game this season, Courtney Woods. Named that All-WNBL first team. A timeout. And a chance for the Lynx to get one last look. 20 plays 16 in this second quarter in favour of the Perth Lynx. And what's really been encouraging for Ryan Petrick has been defence. Let's listen in here.
Again, I'm going to play way chipper and come and get it. Hit it as that happens. LA screening for Wilson going downhill. You can try and again add one and play downhill out of it. And then just go. If they're not up, again, get it, like drop it all back. From the lanes, just give it to Ali and just get straight in that mid pick and roll. But again, any kind of full court pressure, I imagine they'll face guard Ali, chipper, back screen, hit Ali, go from there.
So loud here in Perth. 6 to work with for the Lynx.
And I love that Petrick just gave options. We're looking for the middle on ball with Ali, but if this is how they're guarding, here's option 2, here's option 3. So the players, they should get a good possession out of this.
Wilson feeding a me here. We'll see it off and a long heave to finish the quarter. Not far away. 43 plays 36 at the main break. Townsville's double-digit deficit. The quarter time has been trimmed, and the Lynx will go into half-time with a good feeling about them.
They should be feeling good, and that's the thing. When you're in Perth, you might actually be up against them, but they've just got on a roll. The momentum's going their way, and you actually go in flat to halftime, and I feel like that's what they've been able to produce. But they know Fire, they are a finals team. They have such great instinct, such great IQ, that they need to come out and they need to make sure that they get it back on with the defensive end.
Mia Coffey was really flying early when Townsville had that 11-point advantage. Here she is with Mex.
Well, Nia, you watched on the second half of that second quarter from the bench. What was it that Perth got the momentum back through?
They were just being very aggressive on defense, and we just had to make sure that we took care of the ball and just got the shots that we wanted to take.
You started so hot. They had to put you on ice with a couple of early fouls. How do you get your mindset back to get ready to go in the third quarter again and continue?
Yeah, stuff like that happens. Just have to have like a quick turnaround, bounce back, just focus on what the team needs and just keep going.
Yeah, we're loving what we've seen from you so far. Get in there. Good luck in the second half.
Thank you. Thanks.
One half down, the Townsville Fire getting it done on the road so far. 43 plays 36, game 1 of the WNBL Finals. Welcome back to the WNBL Finals, brought to you by for the Lynx and the Townsville Fire. Game 1 of the semi-final series, second versus third. The Fire have a 7-point lead at the main break, and this has been everything we could have hoped for.
We really can. What I'm so impressed with is the Fire's defense. They've held the Lynx to 36 points. That's a low 70-point game they're looking at when the Lynx have averaged 87 points this season. So I'm incredibly impressed, but like we know, the Lynx can fire up at any moment.
I think Coffey, that was the turning point that got Perth basically back in the game. Coffey has 15 points in under 10 minutes. That is, you could not ask for a better start. I loved how relaxed she was at the halftime. She wasn't at all fazed by it. I would have been furious that I had to miss so much of that first half, but that really allowed Perth to up their defence. Townsville had to go to their bench a little bit more, but what a game.
They sure did up their defence, the Perth Lynx. Let's look at the halftime stats. They were just wreaking havoc as soon as Townsville crossed the halfway line.
They really were. What was so good is this full court press that they were back into this sort of zone 3-2 matchup. It was just making them be a little bit more static, going to their second, third options, and that's what got them back in the game.
Finally, they got going from 3 in the second quarter. Letitia Amehia has been outstanding, and that block from Nia Coffey, well, could have said it was block of the game, but there has been that many, and the bank shot to end the first quarter is what got them out to a double-digit advantage.
Well, Perth have really, absolutely, Liam, but back to the three-point percentage. Perth are only 1 from 9. That is so under where their kind of line and what they pride themselves on, and they're right in this game. So at halftime, they'd have to say, just keep backing yourself, keep doing what you're doing. Those shots will keep dropping. We all know they're not going to go shy. We all know that they're not going to stop putting those shots up, but they have been attacking the rim a lot more, but 1 from 9 is nowhere near where they want to be.
Here's your leaders at halftime. Ali Wilson leading the way for the Perth Lynx, and she has been terrific defensively, really set the tone, I thought.
She really did. That's what she brings, is that energy, not only on offense, firing that ball up the court in transition, but also in defense. She steals. She might not be on the stat sheet for getting a steal, but she's getting deflections, getting her hands in, pressuring the ball, and she needs to keep leading her team from the front.
Nia Coffey with 15 points, most of which came within 10 minutes, especially in the latter stages of the first quarter. She just took over for a moment there.
And as Beckett mentioned through the broadcast, it was outside, it was inside. A lot of it was on transition. She's playing the 3 spot, and she's a great size 3-man. She's a hard to guard, so she can take on the smaller guards, but she's also starting to scaringly hit her outside shot. So 15 points in 9.5 minutes is pretty impressive.
Isn't it? Going from 3 as well there, courtesy of the window. Before we get to the second half of this one, let's look at the top 5 plays from round 16.
They're great first.
Five to shoot here for Swain, who gets the screen from Morris and hits it all nylon from deep.
Sapaya's got to go. Makes it.
It's another contested shot, but that was a great finish by Tapia.
Away from the basketball court, as social as I am, I spend a lot of time alone. My social battery runs out pretty fast. I am an avid fantasy reader that reads a lot of fantasy adventure romance, lots of dragons. I do a lot of art, I'm very creative, and I spend a lot of time at the beach with my dog. I've really been enjoying the media side of commentating games and my own podcast, which is awesome. I'm able to talk to some incredible athletes. Okay, so that's actually maybe the most important question in the episode. Tell me about your dog. When I came to Perth last year, I immediately fell in love with the place, and I've said it a few times, but that group of people and the coaches and the staff, but mostly the girls, really helped me fall in love with the game again. I'm an energy player, I'm a hustle player, I rebound, I run and I push the ball. I'm incredibly lucky to be surrounded by some really great athletes that uplift each other, and as well as, the on-court energy, off-court, I am the captain, so I look to really support my teammates and be there for them as much as I can. We were the first ever Australian 3x3 kangaroo team to go to the Olympics. Such an amazing experience, and all of the experiences off court were just as formative as the ones on court. I think my biggest lesson from that experience is that, we're not taught failure. Having the goal of being on the podium and falling short of that, and experiencing failure on that level, but redefining it to have failure be a positive thing and failing forward. Did we fall short of what we wanted? Absolutely. Are we going to do one better next time? Hell yeah. My role in the team this year is going to be similar to my role in a team every year. It's just really support the people around me and pour into everybody else, and they pour back, and on the court just doing the things to help everybody else be successful, and it all comes back like karma.
Annalie Maley loving life in Perth, returning to the finals in WNBL 25 after their grand final berth last season. Nearly underway here in the third quarter. Let's go down for an update from Megan Huswaite.
Well, there was no one more relieved than Alex Chibatoni when she took the game in her own hands and won it for Perth in overtime last week. She's the mum of a 2-year-old, and she just couldn't face going to Townsville potentially 3 times out of 4 over the next week or so. I spoke to her at halftime. She said Perth spoke about Townsville's shooting in the first half during the main break. They're going to back themselves in here, the Lynx, and execute their own offense in the second half. She said Ryan Petrick's message was also to be aggressive and get the fire off the glass in this third term.
Thanks, Megs. Underway here in the third quarter. You may notice tonight that players from both sides have a purple band around the top of their singlet, as they have had all season long. This band is a powerful symbol of support for survivors of domestic violence. This season, the WNBL clubs, athletes and the Players Association have united to raise awareness around this critical issue. Enough is enough. A life free from violence is possible, and when everyone plays a role, real change happens. Learn how you can be a part of the solution by visiting Full Stop Australia, the QR code, phone number on your screen now. Fantastic from the WNBL. Coffey to start things off the right way.
Exactly how she finished there, Beck. 17 points, just like that. I mean, they really missed her not being out there, so that's a great start by Coffey.
Maley. Right away, Jay. A few moments from there, Coffey. Holding free personals.
Oh, my goodness.
He knew that. Referee not biting.
She's clearly on a mission here. She's like, I played 9.5 minutes. I've got some time to make up for here.
And she's so cool, calm and collected. She was just recently at the Atlanta Dream in the WNBA. She's a vet, she's experienced, she knows what to do. And at halftime, she didn't care that she wasn't out on the floor. She just wants to get back in it. And Maley with a 3-ball, that is going to feel good. That's her 3rd shot attempt. And like she said it in her little halftime clip, she's just doing what she can for the team. And with 8 rebounds already in the first half, that is how she supports her team.
Absolutely.
Coffey, top of the arc. On the roll is Froling. Met by 2 defenders. And a turnover against Townsville.
Yeah, I really like how they packed that in. As soon as Froling caught that ball nice and deep, everybody just swarmed to her. She needed to probably just kick that out straight away.
Wilson So much energy in the first half. Soward just got there. It's against the roll.
You can hear Shannon on the sideline. Go, go, go. It's exactly what they want to do.
Coffey, the slick footwork.
3 for 3.
And she's just so good. If you're Lynx, you now need to find Coffey early at the halfway line so she can't steam train you down, because at the moment, she's beating anyone one-on-one.
Some offensive display from Nia Coffey. Nia strong on the jumper. They might just keep going to the well here, Townsville.
Well, we all knew that Nia Coffey could be the X factor, and she's certainly proving to be that way right now.
In a big way. Here she is once more. Coffey off the dribble.
How do you guard her? I mean, she's hitting the three. That's a great shot fake. They're launching at her. She's so strong. Look at the size of her.
To the line and a chance to breach the 20-point barrier already.
She just makes that drive look so easy, doesn't she? She glides.
She really does. And that's the thing about her. She's come out, she's been confident, she's been aggressive. Gorman's a great defender, but she ran through that thinking Coffey's shooting that, and then there you go, great shot fake. You attack on the ring, go to the line.
It's 21 points just like that.
Midway through the season there, Coffey played in 8 games, qualified for finals. What an addition she's proven to be. Gorman around the screen.
Oh, that was a really nice quick release. She did not have much time or space and clearly didn't need it. Here we go again.
Coffey, instant offense. Finally back down to earth. Now Amy here. Running the break is Maley.
Great running by Maley. Great job by Amy here.
Back to 7. Ellis. Screen provided from Froling.
Great pass by Ellis, and what a roll by Froling. And again, that was a shot on their terms. When they're forced into quick shots, that's what the Lynx want from you. They want to run it back downhill through, but they're poised, pick and roll, Froling for an and one. Great team basketball yet again.
I just like the discipline that if they don't get anything off the first pick and roll, they re-screen, and it seems to be challenging Perth's rules on the re-screen at the moment, and they're punishing it.
Falling up to 8. Up in the hands of Wilson, popped out. Woods has fouled in the backcourt.
Only 2 fouls on Ellie Wilson, but that's one way to stop the fast break.
Maybe professional foul. Accidental, of course. Let's get down to Megan Huswaite courtside.
Well, there has been a real theme of red in this WNBL season, not of the Perth Lynx, but the Atlanta Dream. We're seeing 2 stars tonight in Amehia and Coffey, and there's been imports around the league with Hayley Jones, Naz Hillman, 2 draftees in Nadia Potch and Isabel Borlase, and of course Canberra coach Paul Goris, who has been assistant at the Dream the last few years.
Thanks, Megs. This, in fact, a 3 for Ali Wilson. That's costly.
It really is. Whether Petrick decides to bring her out of the game, you know, 3 points, 3 fouls for Ali Wilson, and Ellis comes back with 3 points from the arc. But Willie, you need to keep her out there. She's their main point guard. We see she can just attack downhill. She can find her open man. So it'll be interesting to see if Petrick decides to bring her out of the game or not.
It's Lauren Cox with a 3rd personal. Few players in some foul trouble here.
Yeah, Woods, Wilson and Coffey are all going to have to just, I mean, they're 3 of the most aggressive players out on the floor, now all on 3 fouls. I mean, they've still got 2 up their sleeve, but with how aggressive they're playing, they're all just going to have to be a bit mindful.
Splits a pair from the line. Biggest lead of the game for Townsville was 13. Woods with 7 seconds.
Just look how patient that is. The ball movement is just beautiful, and Woods spotted the gap, saw the overseas part open layup.
Took it such a smooth fashion. Wilson looking to get downhill. Here's Sowa. Feet set for three. You bet. Another one goes for Perth. They needed that.
Another one that does not need any time or space back. That was a really quick release.
It was, and this is just what the Perth Lynx are known for, is getting up quick threes, and they can get back in a game like that in a few possessions of a ball game.
Me here with the assignment on Woods. Falling on the O-glass. Coffee wide open for three.
Oh, my goodness.
Returns fire.
But credit that to Alicia Froling, just getting it done on the board. She just was relentless there. Perth actually blocked her out, but she just wanted it more.
9 of 12 from the field near Coffee. Baseline basketball for the Lynx. Oh, a game-high lead off the back of this from Mia Coffee.
That's 26 points right now. Off just 14 and a half minutes.
Outstanding. Get inside to Ami here.
Strong.
Gritty.
I'd give that a flex bet.
We love effects around here.
She does indeed.
This is what they want. Yeah.
Falling in the post. The early whistle. I'll make sure of it.
And a great read again. They went into their pick and roll action. They were on a strong side, so there was no help. They had to switch, and then you had the mismatch. Atwell, who's shorter on the bigger Froling, so that was a great read.
Alicia Froling with 2. 60% free throw shooter on the season. Now getting the result they were after there. Wilson jets away.
Oh, that could have been interesting. Love to see the replay. It looked like Froling had been there for a little bit back.
I love the teams just getting after each other. I would like to see that in a replay, yes. Oh, I think she was moving, so right call by the referees.
Oh, are you feeling okay? You just agreed?
I saw the replay, I stood corrected.
What's happened to you? As you said, you got the replay.
Free throws number 8 and 9 for Ali Wilson. Done such a good job at fighting her way to the stripe. Woods. His patient approach, but Ami here with the deflection.
Nice little change up again by Perth there, getting them to stop.
Abby Ellis rather and Ami here colliding.
And Fowler had an open 3. I know it was early in that offense, but she can shoot that basketball, and it leads to an extra possession here. I feel like Ellis is a bit unlucky to get that foul called on her then. I think they just got tangled up.
Well, I think Ami here was just very aggressively cutting to the basket and pretty much got caught. So yeah, that was a bit unlucky. Hence why she's shaking her head, but need to move on.
Empty on the shot clock for Perth. Wilson, no look fine. Atwell online.
How is that pass by Ali Wilson? She just knew where Atwell was immediately.
And when you play with people where you just know where they're going to be, you don't even need a look, it just does create such beautiful basketball to watch.
But that was a bullet. There was no arc. There was no thinking about it. It was just whack.
Megan, they just play on the same page, don't they, Perth?
They do, and I asked Amy Atwell before the game, what is it that stands out to her about the way Ali Wilson, who is her partner, plays on the court? And she said she's just never played with a player who sees the floor like Ali does, and that was just such a great example of that.
It really was.
Yeah, absolutely. Just great vision, but just knew exactly. And Perth clearly practiced that. Their receiver spots, their movement, the player spacing, because Ali, she knew exactly where Atwell was going to be then.
Foot Locker is celebrating 50 years of sneakers. Celebrate 50 years and the current hoop season by grabbing the latest kicks and apparel at your nearest Foot Locker, the official major partner of the WNBL.
These players are definitely going to feel that this was a final after the game. They are just leaving everything out there. It's been such a good battle.
Second that. Knee here at the elbow. Out well. Nice finds. Meets two defenders. And the Lynx are back to the line.
And you just feel Lynx like the momentum is slowly starting to go their way. And that's all they need. They need a couple of shots like Atwell. She hasn't had many attempts, but she got that one. Then a great pass to Amihia, being aggressive like she has all game. Fire just need to settle it down, get some points on the board and get some stops because Lynx are crawling their way back into this one.
And we all know at home, it becomes a hula hoop in that fourth quarter. Lynx only need to make a couple of threes. And it's game on.
Maley with a hustle.
She is a nightmare to block out.
Say that again. And then here putting together some sort of game as well. 16, 3 blocks, 5 boards.
And they're right in with the rebounds. They're only 3 behind, 27 to the Lynx, 30 to Townsville. That's a really good job to Perth because there has been a big differential in other games.
They cleaned it up from Sunday. Remains with the Fire.
And Lynx have stayed with that press after a foul shot for this second half as well. Back into that 3-2 sort of match-up zone. And I like it. I think it slows down the Fire. It makes them start their offense at 10 seconds rather than 15 seconds.
Kick out to Mansfield for the treble.
That's
rolling. A me here out of nowhere.
Unless it's the block party.
Another one. Block number 4 for a me here. Kick out. Atwell. Not canned at that time.
And lucky on that occasion because she does not miss them often.
Just a little bit too much on it for Fowler.
And the Fire are doing a great job getting extra possessions and second chance opportunities with those offensive boards. They just need to reward themselves and get those putbacks back in. But Amihia has just been a beast with the blocks in tonight's game.
She has. Both sides, 5 of 14 from 3. Atwell. Can she change that? She sure can. Confident stroke, Amy Atwell.
It's pretty to watch when she starts hitting those shots.
Rolling top of the arc. Maley. Can't keep it in.
You just feel the pressure, it's rising, the intensity has gone to another level. Fire just need to make sure that they keep the ball moving, they're not staying stagnant, because this is what has happened now with the Lynx being in this zone.
Maley's barely taken a break so far in the game.
Great defense. And we're here just letting Woods know there.
Bit of feeling in it, which we love.
Well, there's a lot. Game 1 is a big, big deal. Townsville want to take it home and win it in 2. Perth want to do exactly the same.
Heaps riding on it. Shivatoni hoping to feed down low.
And this last minute and a half just feels extremely crucial to both teams. Lynx want to chip back, Fire want to hold this lead and remain strong going into this last quarter.
Woods hooked into the corner. Mansfield from distance.
See, that's exactly what Perth would want them to do. Townsville's ball movement's just slowed right down. They've done a great job going into that zone. It has definitely slowed their ball movement down, and they're launching early shots that they really are not renowned for doing.
Media slides by Froling and lets her know about it.
Game on.
Spin cycle is on.
Coffee. One possession ball game once more. Woods feigned the pass, driving baseline for 2.
Much better. Again, great shot fake. Attack that gap in the zone.
And in important score just settles fire for this moment.
Wilson asking a question in the defence.
My goodness, what a shot. But that's what happens. That is the Perth Lynx basketball. That only takes just a little bit of confidence and that shot's going down.
20 in the game for Ali Wilson. Deflected, Amihia. Wilson got there. Numbers for the Lynx. Woods ahead of the play and a foul call with 9.8 on the game clock.
Amihia causing a lot of grief at the top of that zone. She's just so athletic and long.
Let's get down to Megs, courtside.
Well, it was like a button had been pressed. Ali Wilson had the ball in her hands with point guard duties, and Ryan Patrick yelled across the court, go, 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 and it was like a button had been pressed and she was off to the races making that basket, and the crowd have really got behind them here. Perth have been a perennial finalist, making 2 grand finals in the last 4 years, and the fans are up on their feet and making a lot of noise getting behind their team right now.
As they should too. This is finals basketball. It's fantastic to see such a good crowd get behind them, and why wouldn't you? Look at the calibre of the players that are out there.
They're in for a show every time they come to watch the Perth Lynx play. Racing up and down the floor, and Amihia converts. We have a tied ball game, ladies and gentlemen.
And when you're at home, the fans are like a 6th man on the floor. It really does just help you.
And they're down 14 earlier in this quarter. Coffee left unattended.
Oh.
Going to count just in time for Nia Coffee.
Just give it to Coffee.
29 points, 10 of 13 from the field, and the Fire retake the lead. It's a slim one after 3. Do not go anywhere. We are in for some sort of finish. Perth Lynx finished with a 10-3 run to close the margin to 3. Before this, Nia Coffee 3 on the buzzer, 29 points in the ball game. She has been absolutely outstanding and saving her best performance of the season, the most important one so far.
Lynx just really were playing their brand of basketball, weren't they, in that 3rd quarter, and that's what their fans have come to see, and they can get hot and get on a real streak real quick. But geez, I think Nia Coffey needs to change her name, or her nickname is Buzzer Beater. This is ridiculous. Two in one game is outrageous, but doesn't it just show the calibre of imports that we have here in this league?
I just love the zone. The change-up in D really gave Townsville some grief there. They gave up a 10-point lead just through the zone, slowing them down, forcing outside early shots that they're just not renowned for. So I'm sure discipline, patience was a big key in that time out there.
Megan, what did you catch in the break?
So Perth are going with a different lineup here to start. Clinch, Hoycard, Gorman, Chibitoni, Sowa and Maley. Ryan made mention that they are going to give them another look at something for about 2 minutes here. I also caught the end of Shannon's address. He was just telling his players they're fine. Perth have made their run. They're going to throw something else at them, and Townsville will adapt. They want to try and get Cox into the paint here and to have an influence in the final term. The defensive player of the year's got 5 rebounds and just 4 points to her name so far.
Thanks, Megs. Yeah, 2 of 2 from the floor. Sat early with some foul trouble. Can they get her involved?
And I like that earlier on. Cox is such a threat inside, and I think she is the better matchup against Clinch Hoycard. So I'd like to see her team get her touches early, get her involved, because once she becomes a threat inside, Cox is such a good passer. She'll find you back on the outside.
But you can see what Perth are doing there. They're doing a great job packing it in so that the guards just don't feel confident getting it inside to her. She's getting frustrated, but they've just got to work the ball around more.
Moving it through some hands. Chibitoni kicked over to Clinch Hoycard. Coffey skies up for the board.
Coffey, anyone? My goodness, she just jumped straight above everyone there.
Now they'll reset. Woods generally in the offense. Chibitoni poked at it.
Great.
Feeding the cutter Fowler.
Great job by Fowler there, just movement off the ball. And they just stopped doing that at the end of that third quarter. They were all stagnant. That's more Townsville like there.
Chibitoni again. Coffey now with the assignment, just strong. And draws the foul. Nia Coffey causing them problems on the rebounding.
And Chibitoni going normally to that play, she's against a smaller guard, whereas now you have Coffey who can defend 1 through 5 really, so she makes that shot hard and really changes that shot attempt from Chibitoni.
Fowler bursting out of the inbounds. Don't want a 3-ball to go up from Coffey. She'll head to the line instead. Unstoppable so far.
She is absolutely switched on tonight. It's, okay, you're flying at me, I'm going to put the ball on the floor. You're going to give me the 3, I'm going to nail it. There's a buzzer coming up, no worries. I'll still make the shot. Like, she is just on fire tonight.
Something else. 30 points in 20 minutes. And counting. And for a quick and easy weeknight dinner the whole family will enjoy. Pick up a family pack of Latina fresh pasta and sauce. Ready in minutes and so delicious, there won't be any complaints at the dinner table. Find Latina fresh in a chilled pasta aisle near you. 4-point advantage Fire. Clinch Hoycard, early shot clock free. Maley another look. There's the length of Cox.
Yeah. That's the difference between Townsville's fast break. They just get those really aggressive, clean rebounds and allows them that fast outlet.
Back with Woods. 8 seconds. Splits the double. Tough finish on the left.
And again, just so poised by the Fire team. And great, again, poised possession by Courtney Woods. They've done it over and over again.
Yeah, I'm a little surprised that Perth haven't maintained that same lineup that they finished the third quarter in. Defensively, they really gave Townsville a lot of trouble.
Maybe just worried out of it in the closeout from Lauren Cox.
Ryan might be just trying to give those starters or those key players just some minutes and a bit of a breather, because it wouldn't surprise me if they come back on shortly, especially after Woods' 3, and she's fired up.
That's always the risk, though, absolutely. That is probably what he's doing, but Townsville are just such a quality lineup. They just punish it.
Important 3 from Courtney Woods and takes the air out of the building. Back to a 9-point advantage for the Townsville Fire. Megan.
Well, timeout now. I'm just standing behind the Perth huddle, and Amehia and Ali Wilson have taken a seat, which means they are about to be injected back into the game as Beck called on, and I'll go and have a listen to Ryan now and report back what he says.
Thanks, Megs. See if you can listen in.
We've been a lot of zone coverages. Offensively, first play of the game. So again, Mila off the start, hit it, dribble handle, throw it back to Ali, into it. Alright, on ball, Maley stay high, get on it quickly, but again, ghost out ASAP.
Megan, what did you catch from Shannon Seabom? We'll get back to Megan in just a moment. Perth quick out of the timeout. 7:09 remaining in game one of the semi-final series. Great to have your company. And we'll try Megs again with the word from the Townsville huddle.
Yeah, I was in the Townsville huddle, and it was led by one of their co-captains in Courtney Wood. She's up to 17 points now, 6 assists and 3 rebounds. Remarkable to think that she's been a player come off the bench in recent years, including their championship. She's now arguably their best player and a leader, and she really took control of that timeout.
She really did her time and has now turned into a star of the league. Wilson back to the free-throw line.
I love how animated Cox gets when she doesn't agree with a call, but I thought that was really smart by Ali Wilson there. Really got into the body of Cox and made sure she gave the ref something to call.
7 of her 20 have come from the stripe, rewarding her aggression. Good luck trying to stop Ali Wilson when she gets downhill. Perth have taken care of business from the free-throw line today. 19 of 23.
Handy to lead here by Townsville. Could not have asked for a better start. It's just taken a little bit of a sting out. Perth went into that three-quarter time with all momentum other than Coffey's big three.
Find their way out of the double.
Great pass.
Great assessment. Froling with a finish.
Bit of a breakdown defensively there by Perth, and of course Townsville punish it.
Wilson, early trigger, connects.
God, she loves that shot.
She is feeling it, and those threes are just what keep Perth back in the game, especially when they're not getting defensive stops.
Fire by 6. Froling with the slash. Somehow nearly got there. Right in the lanes is Maley. Awaits Wilson, who is red hot at the moment.
Oh, my goodness.
What a dime.
What a 1-2 play from Willie and Maley. That is great ball movement by those two.
Timeout with 5:56 remaining. It's back to 4.
Look at this pass.
No look, and it's hard to find a more exciting player at the moment than Ali Wilson. She is on fire, 25 and 8 assists in the game. Let's hear the thoughts of Ryan Petrick. 4-point ball game. Perth feel like they're coming though, don't they?
They do. They've been making their way slowly and slowly throughout the game. And it's just going to be a really interesting one down to the wire. This is where the small, crucial things come into play, like turnovers. You need to make sure you're looking after the ball. On offense, are we getting that correct shot? And then on defense, let's keep our hands out. Let's not foul. It's all about just being smart, and this is where some experience really can help the younger people in this team go to that next level. So I can't wait what we have in store for 6 minutes left of this basketball game, Liam.
I can't wait as well. Megan, the feeling in the Perth bench must be pretty exciting.
The energy is palpable and the momentum has definitely started to swing, but in saying that, and Perth getting it back to 4 points, Ryan Petrick's message was to stick to their stuff. He said they've actually gone away from it in the last few minutes and he knows what they're thinking, but they're overthinking it and he wants them to stick to what their plan was.
Thanks, Max. Froling.
There we go.
Oh. The denial. Access denied from Amihia. There's a whistle. Baseline ball. Just ran out of real estate.
We're both sitting here pointing for Alice to put, like, Townsville just need to reverse that ball just that bit sooner because that's what happens. I mean, Amihia, great timing on the block there and unfortunately a foot on the line apparently, but Townsville need to keep moving that ball.
Woods, let's fly. Here's Maley. Atwell steps into a three. Bingo!
Oh, my goodness.
And Fowler had a hand to the ball there. That's just how quick and how good Atwell's three-point shot is.
1 point ball game. Rolling on the block. 5 minutes remaining in this semi-final. Coffee, open, of course.
Just give her the ball. That's a great skip pass by Woods.
Coffee says anything you can do, I can do better. It's just, they're really getting bailed out though right now with Coffee just shooting that three-point shot. They need to make sure they keep moving the ball.
One-legged runner from Wilson, not quite.
Way to hold your ground there, Alice. Smallest player. Another great skip pass. And on the floor.
Right out of me here.
Oh.
Offensive foul. Number 4 on Coffee.
Again, I think that is a tough call. Would love to see a replay, but Coffee looked like she...
No, she's moving. Oh my God. Yeah, I'm not sure about that one.
It's a tough one. Here is moving. Did Coffee lift the elbow? But again, that's just how physical this game is. But I love seeing Coffee aggressive. This is a type of basketball player that every young person, like you said, Riz, you should look at what she does because it is so good.
I'd love to see that one left. If there's a little bit of bump, but there's a lot of contact from Amy here, let that go, let them play. We want to see these girls out on the floor.
Ali Wilson feeling it. Woods. And the slash from Fowler.
I've said it before. I just love how Fowler goes about it. She just goes about her business, does all the little things, can match up. We've mentioned a couple of other players, but another very versatile player. Look at her go.
This time with a hustle and a jump ball call.
And she was with Canberra Capitals last season as a 4-man. She's now come into the Fire and has played a 3-4. And again, just another versatile player that, look, she's on Atwell, who's a guard. She's getting her hands in. She can defend up the floor. She can defend a big. So just so handy having players like Fowler.
Oh, really versatile. You've got Coffee as well in the same vein in the starting lineup. Slide across multiple positions.
What a game. 4-point game. Just under 4 minutes to go. It's exactly what we're expecting for game 1 of this semi-final series.
Good call pressure from Perth. In by Cox. Approaching crunch time. Coffee battling with Wilson. 2 of the players of the night. Spinning through it. The Perth Lynx have the stop.
Oh, did they call it foot on the line?
Here's a better look at it.
I think maybe that's a foul call.
Woods offline.
Big possession here. Yep.
Moving screen from Letitia Amihia.
I am very impressed with how cool, calm and collected Coffee is on 4 fouls, considering she's had to sit quite a bit. She's not laying off aggressive with her defensive aggressiveness at all.
As a player, as much as they need her on the offensive end right now, if she doesn't play defense, if she gives up on that play, Atwell gets a 3, you're not helping your team. So as much as you need to be smart, you still need to be aggressive on the defensive end. Otherwise, you're not helping your team get back the ball, get back that possession.
Ellis running point. Woods, so physical out there. 5 seconds, the two-man game with Cox.
Big
Steps
shot.
back for 3. Fowler pulls it down. It'll be an out-of-bounds call.
But credit to Fowler, she went after the ball. She's been getting those offensive rebounds. She's been doing those slashes. And on occasion, you know, the foot goes out of court. It's a jump ball. Amihia might get the rejection. But they've been doing all those extra things that they need to continue to do for the next 3 minutes to be successful.
Under 3 minutes remaining. Atwell's got 3 triples. Stepping back for a 4th. Maley had the seal.
Maley doing Maley things, those extra possessions. They're just so important for her team, especially with this smaller margin.
We'll call that a pass from Atwell. She can claim the assist. Great pass to... Oh.
Maley diving, desperate, and did well.
Patrick was holding his breath when Coffey put up that 3 on the sideline.
He's going to hope Coffey goes cold, that is for sure.
Thought that was going down. So what? They can go again. Wilson set for the tray.
Oh, my goodness. Allie Wilson, that is her spot.
The Lynx take the lead for the first time since the opening moments.
Are we going to see a repeat of the end-of-season regular game between these two?
Well, could be. Went to OT. It took a game winner.
Great part again.
Once again, Fowler on the end of it.
In this second half, Fowler has really been the glue for this Fire team. Obviously, Coffey has been outstanding, but Fowler just doing those little things for her team.
You just watch her moving off the ball. She just finds the gap. Considering how the game's being called, I don't blame Alice feeling a little bit hardly done by there.
She cannot believe it.
Yeah. Oh, I think she picked the pocket well there.
She did too. There's been a lot more than that let go.
Townsville certainly thought it was clean. This place is heaving, Megan. Four personal fouls for Abby Ellis. We'll try Megs in a moment.
I don't think she can hear you. It would be so loud.
Well, Wilson just tireless in the ball game. So run out of time.
Oh, I thought the shot clock went before the shot. Then they probably can't even hear it.
Seemed that way. Won't change the result regardless.
And both teams just need to make sure that they keep crashing the boards, find a body. Who's going to put their body on the line?
Let's see who's learnt from last week. This is identical circumstances.
Isn't it? 1 point ball game, a minute remains. Woods, extra fine, Coffey. This time, another one goes, bullseye.
What ball movement. Well done, Fire, but it's not over yet.
Whistle from the referee on the attempts.
And that's an experienced possession by Allie Wilson there. Let's see this replay of ball movement by Woods. She had to open Coffey in the corner. But again, Wilson saw that Ellis was just out of position and put that shot up because she knew she was going to be hit. These are big free throws.
Aren't they? These two trading blows, Allie Wilson and Nia Coffey, Megan.
I think Alice has just found out of the game.
It is an unbelievable game. It's an unbelievable game, as we're seeing, but the crowd is electric. Bet Cole, I nearly thought I saw Mercedes Russell emerge from the side of the court to win the game, but it was great to see Shannon Seabohm, the coach of the year for the 5th time, show some emotion when that shot went down from one of his co-captains. He's a cool, calm, collected character, but that got the fist pumping.
What a moment that was.
And like Meg said, Coach Seabohm does not show much reaction in his face, so he must be feeling it in game 1 of this semi-final.
That's Abby Ellis's 5th foul, unfortunately, so she'll leave the game.
That is a blow for the Fire. Lost in the madness of the final few possessions. Mansfield checks in. Across the timeline, they lead by 2. Coffey's got 36.
In 28 minutes.
Outstanding. Single-digit shot clock.
Oh,
Cox lets it fly. Strong that time. Fowler does well.
Oh, dear.
And a walk. Perth regain the basketball.
Fowler, what a possession. I feel like she was a bit unlucky there. She didn't quite have control of the ball. But when you're up, yes, you need to be smart about your lead, but you can't stop playing. You need to keep being aggressive. What they need to do now in defense is no threes.
Wilson. Not that time. Woods battling with Maley.
Oh my goodness, bodies going everywhere. They're letting so much go. It's hard to know which one's going to be called, but great job by Woods there on the boards.
I feel like Perth could have got maybe a bit more of a wide open shot on this possession. Yeah. There is still time in the game. Willie is hot though, so, you know, it's a heat check, but I feel like at this stage of the game, maybe a couple more ball reversals just to see where they could get it.
Absolutely, because now that gives Townsville another 15.5 seconds possession.
Both sides can activate the penalty with the next foul. Full court pressure, Perth.
What a game.
What a game indeed. Perth fans up and about. They'll retain it. Poked out from the Lynx.
Abby Ellis is yelling from the sideline, I poked it like that.
So a timeout to settle things. They need a clean entry of the Fire and to find their way to the free-throw line. Wow. Can the Lynx come up with a steal? That's the equation. Or free throws and draw something up at the other end. Love to listen into these huddles. We can't over the last couple of minutes, unfortunately.
I think the Lynx will definitely stay up in that full court press. They need the ball back in their hands. They need a quick deflection, and I'm sure Coach Petrick is talking about at a certain time, we will foul because we do need the ball back. Coach Seabom, he's obviously going to draw up, making sure we know how to get open in the defense in a full court press. We need to make sure we're not dribbling into the sidelines. We're passing the ball. We can't get trapped. We can't turn it over. And the thing is, they have time. The clock is in your advantage. So look after the ball, no turnovers, and if, God forbid, that does happen, no threes for Lynx.
And both teams in the bonus here, so obviously discussing when to foul, when not to foul.
Megan, what was the feeling in the Townsville huddle?
Well, it was exactly what Beck Cole said. It was Courtney Witts who delivered the message, no fouls and no threes.
Let's see if they can do so. Ball advances. Mansfield with the duties. And it's in cleanly. Oh, no call. Still time winding down. 8 seconds have come off the clock.
To me, it did look like Lynx were trying to foul. Yeah, it just didn't get called for them. So now there's only 7 seconds left on the clock, and Mansfield is going to the line for the 2. And this is a big free throw from Mansfield. If she can knock these 2 down, that could be the nail in the coffin.
76% free throw shooter this season.
Cool as you like.
This one crucial. Clutch. 4-point advantage, Townsville. Ryan Petrick calls timeout.
4-point play coming up. Foul the 3-point shot.
Those are just 2 big buckets from Mansfield, and this is where experience really, really makes a difference. They're now up 4 points. Of course, Petrick, here's shooters all over the floor. This is where it's hard. As long as Fire don't foul, make it a bit slow to get the ball up the floor, they'll be in a good position.
You know what Shannon Seebohm is going to be saying in this timeout? Do not foul. What a game we've seen this evening. Kick off the final series. Back and forth. It's been so entertaining. The Fire led by 14 at one stage. Then Perth fought back to take the lead. The Fire have continued to rally and answer the call. 4 players in double figures led by Coffey with 36.
And I think you'll see Fire coming out of this timeout. They will be switching everything. Normally, as a basketball team, when it's under, 10 to 8 seconds, you're switching. So what they have to make sure is they're switching high, getting hands to shot, not switching soft and low so they can have wide open threes. They just need to stay consistent and hands out.
7 seconds for the Lynx. Maley, got to be an early look. And Mansfield controls it. 2.3 will walk down for 2 more. And the Fire are just about home.
Fantastic job by the Fire. I mean, really, when you look at the span of the whole game, they've gotten double-figure leads consistently. Credit to Perth that they've consistently fought back. But Townsville have been very, very impressive tonight. Well, Coffey in particular.
Big job for Mansfield down the stretch with Ellis hitting the pine with 5 fouls.
This is where foul shots are just absolutely invaluable.
Courtney Wood's calling to miss it. Time will expire and the Fire take game 1 in Perth. 92-87. What a game of hoops we witnessed.
This has to be one of the great game 1 semi-finals games that we have witnessed. It was a to-in and fro-in. Lynx had their fans behind us. They played their brand of basketball in that second half. But the Fire, the discipline, the poise, Nia Coffey, she was amazing in Mansfield with big buckets at the end.
I mean, Townsville could have made every excuse in the book. Neither team wanted to travel. Both of them desperately wanted that first home game. For Townsville to make those adjustments and come out and get it done in front of such an absolutely vocal, huge crowd, and credit to Perth, they threw everything at them then. That was a great job by Townsville.
Sure was. We'll head back to Townsville with a chance to close it out in a sweep, potentially. Let's get down to Megan with another victors. Nia Coffey.
Well, Nia, it was disappointing to lose at home last week and give up second spot, but my goodness, coming to Perth and snatching game 1, that's a way to make amends.
Absolutely. The first game, we didn't really play our game, so we just wanted to make sure just to be us and to play hard, and I believe that we did that today.
You said before the game you didn't know what to expect from tonight's game because of the clashes you've had previously and that you could play each other 4 times in a row. How would you describe the contest?
I mean, it was very physical, it was very fast-paced, but I thought we did a good job of keeping our composure, playing our game, and just fixing those last mistakes that we did last game. I thought we did a good job of bouncing back.
It is iced coffee season. It's summer, Nia, but it was hot coffee tonight. You are a pro, and you showed us why.
Yeah, I mean, we just played so well together, and I just think we just played team basketball, and it just worked out for us today.
You're very modest. You're a superstar. We'll see you.
Appreciate it.
We'll see you in Townsville. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Well, we've almost run out of superlatives, really, for Nia Coffey. What a performance.
It was insane, and I just think she did it from outside, and then when they overplayed for her three-point shot, then she went on the inside. She was attacking them one-on-one. She's too big, too strong, and she was just a class act today. And we see on both ends of the floor.
She shot 85% from the three-point line, 6 from 7. I mean, what's she doing missing 1 shot? That's an unbelievable performance to come away. 12 from 17 from the field, so she shot from 70%. And as Beck said, it was inside, it was outside. She was so strong and very impressive that she stayed so cool, calm and collected in foul trouble too.
Yeah, well said. Look, she really was. You saw that in the post-game interview as well. Let's hear the thoughts of Shannon Seebohm.
Well, Shannon, to come to Perth and get game 1 away on the other side of the country, you've had a massive week, a short week. You must be so proud.
Oh, absolutely, and I think we lost a game very similar to this just a week ago, and we've obviously talked a lot about that during the break, and to see us handle the clutch time a little bit better, I think we still made probably a lot of mistakes that we'd like to clean up, but really proud of my team for hanging in there, and we found a way to win in a really tough environment.
And how proud are you of the team? We saw the complete pro of Nia Coffey tonight. We saw the youth and exuberance of a finals debutante in Abby Alice and everything in between. They're a team.
Oh, absolutely. I think that's what's made us good all year is we do play basketball as a team. We don't rely on one or two star players or anything like that. And, I'm just proud of how we're going. I think we've shown big growth throughout the year. And, we know, like, winning one game doesn't mean anything. And, we need to go and finish it off at home. But, we'll feel good about this and then we'll get ready for Wednesday.
Well, you've got a newborn at home and you've got Perth on your mind too. So sleepless nights for you, Shannon. Enjoy.
Yeah, thank you. And hey, Jamie, hey, Miller, hey, Lucas, hey, Harry. See you guys when I get home.
Thanks, Shannon. Well done.
Thank you.
I'll be going home a very happy man. Here's the highlights from the game. The Fire got off to a nice start in the first quarter.
They really did. They were doing such a great job of getting the right shot that they wanted and not allowing Perth to go back down and play their transition. They were poised. A lot of their shots were either in transition early or they were down with actually about 5 seconds to go, but it never looked rushed.
I think the biggest difference is Townsville had 48 points in the paint to Perth's 32. It just shows they're well balanced. I mean, credit to Ali Wilson, though, as also, I think we've got to mention 32 points and 9 assists. She was very impressive. Perth are going to come back at, so they keep using the word redemption. Let's see what they can do in game number 2.
The way this one played out, it was officiated with a little bit more leniency, but it made for such entertaining hoops. It was physical, there were blocks aplenty, and highlights galore. Courtney Woods got going from 3. And the Perth Lynx as well took a little while to get going from beyond the arc, but they got there in the end.
They did. Like we said, they weren't able to do their normal transition, run it back down the defense's throat and get those three-point shots up. But they really found their rhythm in the third quarter with Wilson going downhill and then finding those extra players out on the three-point line.
Townsville take game 1 and game 2 will be Wednesday night. Tomorrow, a big one as well. The Bendigo Spirit and the Sydney Flames to continue the WNBL Finals Series. Beck, Larissa, thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having us.
What a game. Bring on game 2.
What a game indeed. Make sure you tune in next time for more Signet WNBL action coming up tomorrow on ESPN. We'll see you there.
That looks good.
Alright, stand by, guys. We're just getting ready to
Oh, my eyes look insane.
Will I throw to the post-match interview, Darcy?
It is, they do. No,
Cool.